Koh Tao was my favorite island in Thailand for a variety of reasons. I hope to convey them to you during this video. As we were arriving there, we went past the regular dock and we went to this smaller island where a lot of people got off. It's a beautiful little spot. It is called Nung Yang Island Resort. There's actually a couple of small islands connected by a sandbar. It was shown in some of the previous videos. When we got off the boat, after arriving on the island, there was someone holding a sign up for Sairee cottages, which is where we had reservations to stay. We didn't know they'd be there. We didn't know how we'd get to the place, but they provided a free shuttle to the resort, which is very nice and very reassuring. And they took us back to the boat after without any extra charge. That's just sort of the type of service they have. We were located on beautiful Sairee Beach, which is well over a mile long, and is a very peaceful place. It has a lot going for it in many ways. A lot of sand, you can go out, so it's nice walking, going in the water. At the end of the beach, there is some rocks, so there's sort of half-decent snorkeling. Not the best, but there's some really good snorkeling places around there. There are a lot of small resorts nearby, and there's sort of like a brick trail that runs parallel to the beach, so you can go to resort and along the beach without going out to the road or walking in the sand in the hallway. That made it very pleasant to be. Some of these pictures are at the two pools that our hotel has, and there's a couple other pictures walking along the trail here of other resorts and other pools that they have. It's just easy to get around and see what's there. People are all pretty friendly and open. The island is known as a place to get certified in scuba diving in Thailand. It has the best price, and it also has wonderful places to dive that aren't too deep. It's also known as having the best sunsets. There's totally great sunsets. So we enjoyed that in the evening also. Yeah, we saw a lot of good sunsets in a lot of places, but they did seem to be the best at this place. It just, it was just very nice. The sunset pictures were taken from where we usually have dinner. We walked down the beach, and this other place above is the next resort over. We thought we'd try their food and try their place out. That was nice too, and they would have had good sunsets from there also. The next picture is the trail coming into the resort. It's really beautifully landscaped, and there's a lot of really nice plants and flowers along there. The above is a nice plumeria tree. The above is the cottage and entryway to where we stayed. It was a very comfortable room and a very nice place. We enjoyed our stay there. That's one of the reasons I probably like the island more than others. But also, it's just a very peaceful place, a place to feel at home. We weren't near cars. There were a few motorbikes around, but it was just nicer. The place had excellent food where we were, a variety of things, and different places to eat with different foods, plus excellent ice cream if you wanted that. This is a poster about the dive trip that I took.
der Postkartenschreiber, muss ich ehrlich sagen.
Ja, aber die Motive, die da drauf sind, das sieht immer noch mal 10-mal besser aus wie die Wahl.
I was pleasantly surprised by the boat we had for the dive trip. I've been in some pretty little boats on snorkeling trips before. This one had 3 levels, many tables for many more people than we were. It was very comfortable. We can get shade or you can get in the top in the sun and see everything. And we went back to that island that we stopped at coming in. Our first stop was on the Neg Guam Island Resort, which we stopped briefly while people got off. This time we got off and had a couple hours there. Environmentally, they tell you you're not allowed to bring water bottles there, plastic water bottles, so I left mine in the boat. And they didn't want me to wear water shoes either because I might step on coral. So they're trying to protect what they have left. Somehow, with the coconuts they sold, they did have plastic straws, which at least they got most things right. There's our boat. It came back to get us. It couldn't stay there because there's only so much room in the pier. But it was time to go on somewhere else, and they provided a nice hot meal for us and had plenty of fruit available if we wanted that also. And this is our next destination for snorkeling. And a few other people were already there because it is a popular place and a very nice place. One thing we learned after going to different places around the island is how rough and steep most of the island is and how rocky most of the island is. Where we're staying in this beautiful flat level beach, that was sort of an exception there. A lot of places are pretty steep. A lot of homes are put into the rocks built in there. And then after being one place for a while, it was time to move on and go to other places. But there's a lot of pictures of homes built right into the hill. And they're all beautiful places. But I'm happy we were able to stay in a nice place to walk around. And there are some more secluded places. We were probably at the busiest place in the whole island. If you want privacy and to go to your own little spot, it is there. It just may be harder to get to. Transportation may be more difficult. The last place we stopped at to snorkel seemed like it had the best snorkeling of any of the places we were at. More fish, larger fish, more going on. And there were other tourists, but it was just a nice thing. Here's this, after snorkeling, you come back and there's the beautiful sunset. It's just hard not to enjoy that. And then the next day I wanted to just check out the path a little bit, see what the surroundings like, what other areas were like up and down the trail. This path along, just inland from the water, goes through the resorts, so that you have a way to go to the different resorts and places without walking just on the beach or going out on the road and entering. So it's a very convenient way to be. There's even the gym and fitness right behind where I just came. This is the resort I'm staying at. This is part of the area above the beach. This is the dive headquarters site. We do a lot of certification classes here. This is a snorkeling trip I took. I was really impressed with the really nice boat. This is another eating place that our resort has. This is their other pool. ocean side. This is where we're going to have lunch. This is their ice cream, which they say fresh every day. It is incredibly good. It's handmade, and it's definitely something. If you're into ice cream, you would like it. And here we have the next resort, the Seashell. Another beautiful place. Of course, ocean. Inside or outside eating. The directory of the island. And the trail goes on and on. I decided to walk south past the end of the beach to see what was there. This one place above is the only place that was between the trail and the beach. No other hotels or resorts had lodging there. So, and that was 2 stories. Most everything else is 1 story. The other pictures here are past the beach. There's a nice pool. I'm looking back at the beach in north, and another smaller beach, at the very end of the beach. Another view of Sairee Beach, and then I decided to take another walk along the trail just to get a feeling of the atmosphere there. And then the sunsets of our last nights there. We sort of miss them. The sunsets were just amazing. There were a lot of massage places along there, and usually it's one big room where you can see everything going on. Eventually, it was time to leave the island. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and please put a like if you feel inclined, or even better, subscribe. I have more videos to show that I am getting to. Thank you. Bye.